guys. Hi, how are you doing, my sweet YouTube friends? So today I am responding to some tag questions that Anthony over at Single and Placing have tagged me in. It is called Best of 24 DP. Yeah, and there are 8 questions. And I'm gonna finish up my little square here while while I answer those questions. So, yeah, let's talk about this. So, we have this beautiful diamond painting, and I'm still gonna butcher the name, La Dame aux Camélias from Jaded Gem Shop. Isn't she beautiful? Where am I? I am around here, I think. Yeah, just around here. Sorry about my nails. So yeah, this is a 60 by 180 centimeters. So, and when I'm done with this square, I will have finished 60 centimeters. So I will officially be 1/3 of the way. And I'm sorry about the lighting, you guys. It is the end of November and it is starting to get dark here. So, yeah, this is just the way it has to be at this time of the year. Let's see. Although that made it more blurry. There you go. So, yeah. That was the kit. Let's talk about my pen here. This is from Leopard Leatherworks. Beautiful. It has the single placer from Diamond Art Club with a glue dot in it. It has a 6-placer from Diamond Art Club in it with putty or chit, as they call it, from Enabler's Outpost. No, I didn't say the bad word. Chit is Romanian and means putty. Then, because I will have some ABs, I also have this pen. It is from Enabler's Outpost. That is a pretty one as well. It also has a single placer from Diamond Art Club with a glue dot. It has a 4-placer from Diamond Art Club with, I think maybe, yeah, this is also from Enabler's Outpost. Then I have my, where did the other one go? I have my tweezers, and I am having my drills in these. Hang on, we're going to do something else. Otherwise, I will have drills everywhere. I am using my Elizabeth Ward containers. These are the knockoffs. And I'm just using the extra small ones in this kit. I am using my Bella Art Nicole tray. I love these small ones. They fit perfectly. And I mean, when you shake them, you just, yeah. And I practically never use the lid or the stopper because I just don't. So yeah, let's get into this. And I might not diamond paint that much anyway because I'm gonna focus on answering your questions. But the first one is favorite diamond painting kit of the year, completed or whip. And I've been thinking about this one, and I think I'm gonna have, I don't know, maybe a few favorites that I finished and then one favorite whip. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the whip favorite, I only have one whip at a time, except next year I will have 2. Anyway, this one is my favorite whip. I love it. I love the colors. I love the canvas. The canvas is amazing, you guys. There is a lot of trash drills, but if I remember correctly, someone told me that Jade uses Evermoment as her supplier, and they are known to have a lot of trash drills, but they do give you more than enough drills. So if that is the case, I am not too worried. But other than that, everything is perfect. The plastic is thick. The drills are, except for the trash, really, really good. The symbols are clear. The glue is thick and very sticky. Yeah. So that is my favorite whip. Then I have two favorite completions because I couldn't choose. So my favorite, one of my favorites is Astronomer. I finished that one in the beginning of March, but I started it on January 1st as a part of my very first diamond painting paint along that I hosted in January and February, and everybody did this kit. We were all working on the Astronomer, and I seriously love that diamond painting. I love the artwork. I love everything that Miles Pinckney does, his wizards and whatnot. He is amazing to me. So for me, this diamond painting was really something special because, you know, I've been looking forward to doing it, and we talked about it in some of my lives, and people were like, oh, I have that one too, I will get it, and then we can do it together. We were like a handful of people that would do this one together, and then some of my subscribers were like, why don't you make it into a paint along, and then maybe more people will join, and, you know, it'll be fun to see everybody's progress and finishes. And then I made a Facebook group that was all about that event. I have now changed it, so if you do want to join my Facebook group and, you know, show off your whips and your finishes, or if you want to join in on my next words, come on, Mia, paint along, oh my god, in January and February, please go join it. The link is down below. The next paint along that I will be doing is just called Wizards. The painting has to be from Diamond Art Club, but you know what? There are so many Wizards diamond painting from Diamond Art Club, so yeah, it's going to be fun. But yeah, go to the link down below. Then my next favorite, I did a lot of favorites this year, but you know, I only do diamond paintings that I really, really love. So to be honest with you, I love every one of them. But if I have to choose, then the Astronomer was the first one. And then the second one is A Question of Reality. I did that one as a part of Anthony's event called A Question of Reality Diamond Paint Along. And I loved seeing all the elements show during that, you know, during working on it, while I was working on it. Gosh darn it, I can't speak English. I do promise you. So yeah, and it was fun to hear Anthony did some videos talking about the artist Christopher Lovell. He did a deep dive together with Rachel Ray and Mr. Ray, where they talked about it and some of the theories behind it and the meaning. So it was really, really interesting to be part of that event. Yeah. So, yeah. But I also, you know, like I said, every one of my diamond paintings are a favorite. So really, I want to name all of them, you know. I mean, this is the year where I have tried 3 different diamond painting shops. I have tried Diamond Art Club because that is the easiest one for me to buy from. Then I was lucky enough to be gifted a diamond painting from Francesca Studio Works, who sadly doesn't sell diamond paintings anymore. And then I bought this one from Jaded Gem Shop. So I've been lucky enough to try those. Otherwise, I have only done paintings from Diamond Art Club, which isn't a bad thing. They're just the easiest to get when you don't live in the US, to be honest with you guys. Why do I keep finding symbols that I forgot? Isn't that really a rule that you have to forget at least one symbol? I think it's a rule by now. So, yeah. I'm sorry for the sniffles. Everybody is getting sick over here or something. You are having a cold or getting the flu or the Rona, whatever. Everybody is just giving each other all the things. And even though I'm at home most of the time, I get it. Because Rosa, oh, I'm sorry, is so willingly sharing everything with me. So yeah, I have told her to leave all that at home, but she isn't really listening, which is fine. So yeah. Oh, there's a K right there. And a K. Come on, you. Thank you. Right there. I think that is the only K's I've seen. So, yeah. But it is hard to choose my favorites. It really, really is. Like I said, because I only buy diamond paintings that I really, really, really want to do. So, they're all favorites, really. Okay. Then we have question number 2. Favorite diamond painting event of the year, and what kit did you work on for that event? See, that is really... I worked on three events. No, this is the 4th event. And they're all favorites. So the first one is my own event, Astronomer Diamond Paint Along in January. And I worked on the Astronomer. Then I was in Summer with the Masters, which is hosted by Katie over at Diamonds and Washi and Anthony over at Single and Placing. And for that event, I worked on Zodiac by Alphonse Mucha. Yes. Then I was in the A Question of Reality event, hosted by Anthony over at Single and Placing. And now I'm in this event, Muchamania, and Muchamania 2024. And this one is also hosted by Anthony over in Single and Placing. And I am working on La Dame Ucamilias. And let me tell you, this one is so amazing. I had never guessed when I started diamond painting and when I heard about Summer with the Masters the first time and all these old masters painters out there, I was like, yeah, well, they all look good and whatnot, but it's not for me, you know? Oh, sorry. What is it with me and these whips or what videos, and then I start yawning or sniffling? Again, I'm sorry. Apparently that is a rule as well. But I pretty soon, you know, I have to get a piece of paper here. A tissue. That's not paper. Tissue. I just directly translated what we call it in Denmark. So, yeah. There you go. Just to, you know, make it a little less runny, maybe. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I looked at everybody doing their old masters, and I was like, yeah, well, some of these are pretty enough. It's just not for me. But I ended up looking at some of these web pages that the hostesses were linking to, and I went in there and I was like, oh, you know what, this one is really pretty, and oh, that artist is actually really talented, and well, if I could choose freely and if I had the money, I would purchase from this artist, do a custom from this artist. So I ended up, really liking the old masters. We also have a bunch of old painters, old masters painters here in Denmark. They're known as the Skagen painters, because of the lighting up there. People, painters, artists would come from, I don't know, from all over the world, but they would come from most of Europe to paint in that special lighting up there. So we have plus the Danish artists would, like Danish painters would go there all the time. So we have a lot of beach diamond paintings, well, not diamond paintings, beach paintings that are painted by Danish painters. How many times can I say painters in 5 minutes? Or well, even in 2 minutes? Should we count? So yeah, and those I've always, I've found them beautiful, but I've never seen them as, being something that could be turned into a diamond painting. And maybe one day I will turn one of them into a diamond painting. For me, the issue is the color palette. It is a lot of blues and grayish blues and stuff like that. And blues, well, pretty as they are, it's just not really my thing. Even though, I mean, I should know better by now. They look great anyway. In the beginning, I was like, I'm not going to do anything with neutral colors. I want colors. And the dark colors, no thank you. And I have done, well, this is my second Muka with neutral colors, because Astronomer is also pretty much neutral colors. And I did The Boy Who Lived last year, the Harry Potter one, and that one was a lot of dark colors. Astronomer was also dark colors, but it had bright colors in it. I mean, this one does too, but so maybe I should just stop saying what I want and won't do. So, yeah. But yeah, I can't choose a favorite event. I can't, because I love every one of the ones that I've been in. Again, I don't tend to join anything that I know I won't like to do, And that's just me. I mean, I also look at what do I have in my stash that I want to do right now. And yeah, and this one I ordered specifically for Anthony's event, because I want to support my friend, and I wanted to try out Jaded Gem Shop when I heard that she started doing drop shipping, because so far I hadn't had the opportunity to try out Jaded Gem Shop since it was so expensive to purchase, from her due to shipping. I mean, her diamond paintings are more expensive than, for instance, Diamond Art Club, because she is a one-man company and a really, really small shop company. So, you know, she doesn't buy in bulk like Diamond Art Club does, for instance. And I think the quality is worth the extra money. No, this isn't something that I'm gonna buy 10 of every year. It's going to be, you know, a treat to buy from her. Which, you know, sometimes you need to treat yourself, right? But yeah, so, and when I saw this one come up on her website, I was like, I need that one in my life. And I'm gonna need the biggest size to get all the details. So yeah. That was question 2. I seem to keep jumping into questions that I also already kind of answered. Number 3 is favorite diamond painting shop of the year. Include as many as you like. Honorable mentions. So, as someone who lives outside of the US, we really don't have that many options over here. We're getting more. Thankfully, we are getting more. Also, licensed companies. Because when I started diamond painting, you had Diamond Painting Deutschland, really, outside of the US. That was really the only diamond painting shop that I could find that had licensed diamond paintings. There were some who had non-licensed diamond paintings. And yeah, and even though in the beginning I was buying from AliExpress, it was mostly because of money. I have since then moved around and decided, you know, what is important to me, and now I have an allowance for diamond paintings. But, oh, I'm sorry, I just dinked my cup. Did I drink everything? No, I didn't. I am having hot cocoa with orange in it, and it's so good. I'm gonna drink the last of it before it gets cold. Hang on a second. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry. Then, eventually, I did find out about Diamond Art Club, and that's when I, you know, was like, okay, I need to start purchasing licensed artwork and support the artist instead of supporting companies that steal from the artists. And I got my first diamond painting, and I am planning on that being one of the kits that I have to do next year. My very first purchase from Diamond Art Club was Reading Tree by Randall Spangler. That was my first purchase, and it is discontinued now. I think it was discontinued early this year. So, yeah, I have to say that one of my favorites diamond painting shops has to be Diamond Art Club, because that is the company that I purchase from most. But this year I also tried Francesca Studio Works, and even though she doesn't sell diamond paintings anymore, she is a favorite as well. So maybe she gets the honorable mention since she doesn't sell anymore. Sadly enough, because the quality of her diamond paintings was really good as well. So yeah, and then this one from Jaded Gem Shop. I have to say, you know, it won't be the last time that I purchase from her. Like I said just before, it won't be an everyday occurrence because they're expensive and I still have to pay, shipping. But the good thing about the drop shipping is that it is sent from China, and when they calculate shipping to for me Denmark, they put in that the VAT, which means that I won't get any extra bills when it arrives here, which is amazing. Because if I had purchased directly from Jade and had it shipped from the US, I would get VAT and taxes and custom fees all put on top of that. And shipping would even be, more expensive than what I paid for shipping and VAT and whatnot from China. So, yeah. So Jade is a second favorite shop of mine. I am planning on trying out more shops next year as I finish up some of my diamond paintings. Because I want to try Carrot the Art. That is a German shop. I want to try Oaloa if I can find, artwork that I like. So far, there haven't really been from their shop, any paintings where I was like, ooh, I love that one and I need to do it. Which is, that's how it is. Sometimes your taste just doesn't line up with what a company offers, and that is okay. And like I said, I don't purchase diamond paintings just to have them. I buy them because I really, really want to do them. So I will keep an eye out, and hopefully I get to try them. And sorry, I have heard that there are other small shops that has licensed artwork popping up, so I need to look into that. And hopefully I get to try some of those as well. Maybe not in 25, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then maybe next year my favorite lists look different than this year. You never know. Stupid nose of mine. Okay. Question number 4 is favorite artist of the year. And that one is a tough one. I don't know. I have to go look. I mean, one of them will naturally be Alphonse Mucha, just because I did 2 of his paintings this year, which means, of course, I like him. Another favorite of mine is Miles Pinckney, like I said, but they haven't released any new ones from him this year, I think. Have they? Hang on, let's see. Have they released any new ones? No, they haven't. They haven't. So that is kind of sad, because I would love to get more. Maybe we'll get some this Black Friday. Then I am crazy about Peggy Collins and all her stained glass paintings. Sadly, I don't have as many as I would love to, but I will get more. And then we have Becca Tyndall. I love all her colorful, bright paintings that takes you to different realms and into space and whatnot. I love that. And then, we got Marvel, we got Star Trek, we just got Disney. I have Randall Spangler. I can't choose because there's also Jeremiah Kettner. Yeah, I'm one of those people who can't really decide. Oakley Studios, I love Oakley Studios as well. So do you see I have an issue here with choosing, you know, a specific artist that I love? Because I buy from, you know, whom I like. I mean, I look at the canvas, not the artist, but I do have my favorite artists, which there is too many of. So yeah, and I look at those first, and then I'm like, oh, that one is really, really beautiful. And if I like it, I either get it or it goes to my wish list, because I am trying not to buy too many diamond paintings. Oh, that sniffling, it drives me bonkers. Hopefully it doesn't drive you as bonkers as it does me. So yeah, I have a hard time choosing a favorite artist. I really do. As you can hear. But I mean, some just have their favorites, and I just have a bunch of favorites. Which, is that really a favorite if you can't choose? Isn't it just, oh, these are the artists that I like and that I look at going, oh, I like that artwork, so let's purchase from them, you know? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm weird, and I know it, and I am proud of it as well. So, see, there was a D that I forgot down there. But, yeah, that's me in a nutshell, really. I am incapable of choosing favorites, apparently. I mean, I did tell you all the events that I was in was my favorites, right? So, I don't like to pick one over another. Number 5 is favorite video that you uploaded this year, or favorite video that you watched. I'm going to pick one of each. And the favorite that I watched will be controversial, because that is the parody video that Anthony at Single and Placing did. I know that most people loved it, and there was a few people who absolutely did not like it, and that is fine. You know, we don't have to like everything, but I loved it. It was funny without being directly mean. And you got, you know, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you really don't understand why. You know, no, not why, but what was behind it. You know, you had to know to get it. And I mean, if you got offended by it, if you got offended by it, you were warned plenty. I mean, he talked about it so many times and asked, you know, what would you think? And this is some of what I would do. And, yeah. So that is absolutely one of my favorite videos. If you haven't watched it yet, I will link it down below so that you can see it. Hopefully I'll remember. Otherwise, remind me and I will put a link in. You know, I have a memory of, I don't know, not an elephant. Yeah, sometimes my memory is like an elephant, and other times it's not there at all. So yeah, that is my favorite watched video. Then I've been thinking about, what is my favorite video that I uploaded, and my brain decided that it's how can you choose between your own videos, right? I mean, it's like choosing what kid you like the best. I mean, if you have kids, you know, right? How can you choose between your kids and say, oh, I love this one the best? But, I looked at some of the events that I did and stuff like that. And I think, I don't know. I mean, some of my post reviews I really, really like. And I also like my unboxings. But I think, you see, I really, really don't like choosing. I hate choosing. I really do hate choosing. I mean, I like that I have started doing ASMR videos, but I don't know. Okay, I did 2 post reviews that I really, really liked. Well, all of them I really, really liked. But I think I will have to choose those 2. One of them is Virgo from Oakley Studio, because I did that one for my birthday in September. And, it's a lady that's knitting, and I love knitting as well. So it combined 2 of my favorite things, knitting and diamond painting. So that is a favorite. And I chose the post review because there you got to see all of it. So, did I just say Virgo and knitting? No, that's not true. Virgo has nothing to do with knitting, but it's a favorite because it is my zodiac sign. It is the colors, the pastels, the pinks, the blues, the colors were perfect. They were just right up my alley. So that's what makes it a favorite of mine. And yeah, I got to show you the finished product in a post review. Then the other post review video I did was for Threads of the Universe. That one was... Who did that one? Was that also Oakley Studio? I can't remember. Was it? Hang on. Was it? I can't remember. No, that is Scott Howden. So my brain, you guys. Scott Howden did Threads of Universe, and he has done so many pretty women, and his ladies are a little whimsical, a little dreamy, and I loved her because she's knitting. She's knitting the universe. Her hair is skeins of yarn. She was just, I saw her in a voting about 2.5 years ago, and I knew that I had to vote for it. I just had. I had to have her, and I was like, everybody, please vote for this one because I want it. you know, I tried to convince other people to vote for her because I wanted her. So yeah, and she finally released about a year ago, maybe. When was she released? Yeah, about a year ago, October 21st of 23. So a little more than a year ago. And of course I snatched her up right away. So yeah, that is my other favorite video that I released this year. But I mean, the indecisiveness of choosing is real. I find it hard to choose. So this was a rough one. Yeah. That was a tough one to decide. Yeah, that was question number 5. Then number 6, biggest diamond painting flop of the year. Can be anything that wasn't ideal, poor kid experience, poor shop experience, something you let yourself down on. That one was also, it took some thinking because I don't really think that I had any flops, really. Mostly small disappointments of how much trash I seem to have in kits. I mean, I remember when we did Astronomer, I was actually really disappointed at how much trash I had in that kit. It was the first round of releases. I noticed from others that did the event that they didn't have as much trash, so maybe they fixed it. Maybe the batch of drills that was in that first round were just bad, you know. Maybe they had a production issue or something. Because I had so much trash in that one, and it was a little sad really because I had been looking forward to doing that kit for so long, and then there was so much trash. So that was a disappointment, but the end result was amazing. It really was. It's looking good. That's, you know, the most important thing, but I was disappointed. And in general, I think most kits that I've been working on has a lot of trash. And I know it's because I'm picky. I know that. But sometimes I'm looking at the amount and I'm like, this can't just be because I'm picky. It can't. It's impossible. So yeah, sometimes and I know it's because resin drills tend to have more trash than other drills. I absolutely know that. And maybe that is why there is so much trash in my kits. But yeah. And that leads to another one of, you know, of my flops is that I expect too much. I think I'm setting myself up for disappointment because I expect so much. I am a perfectionist, and I have a bad habit of expecting perfection from everybody else as well. Not, you know, I need to do things well, so I tend to think, you know what, if I can do this well, why can't you? And that is a bad habit. I know it, because nobody has a chance to live up to that, you know. How am I bad enough to expect, you know, a lot for other people because I shouldn't, you know? So I'm working on that. And I am setting myself up for failure when I expect perfection of a hobby. I mean, it's the same in knitting. Mistakes happen, but sometimes I'm like, I'm frogging up an entire piece that I've been working on because I made a mistake. And I'm like, you know what? Mistakes happen. You can't avoid mistakes. I mean, I'm a human being. Mistakes happens, you know. So I am working on accepting mistakes. It is a work in progress, but I don't really think that besides expecting too much that I have had any failures or anything this year. It hasn't been any of the, oh my god, I thought that this kit would be so much better, or the canvas was just not sticking, you know, stuff like that. So I don't really think that I had that. Did I? No, I don't think so. Not that I can remember, except for the amount of trash that I apparently seem to be getting. But yeah. So I think that's it for that question. Then number 7 is the biggest lesson learned in crafting this year. Let's see. I think one of them again is, like I just said, not to expect perfection, and you know, to yeah, you know, accept mistakes better. And that is a me thing. That is a me problem that nobody really has any part of. That is just a me issue. And I also learned, you know, that you can't be friends with everybody. And you sometimes have to choose who you keep in your circle. I mean, we talked about this subject in one of my lives recently. We were talking about cliques. You know, how everybody in the diamond painting community is like, we are very welcome and we will make you feel welcome and welcome in here. You know, all the welcomes, you know. How we are an open community and everybody is, you know, taken in with open arms and whatnot. And yeah, that might be true for some, but absolutely not for everybody. We do have cliques, and that isn't necessarily a bad thing, you know? I mean, you have your people that you just click with better than others, that you talk to regularly, that you show up for their videos, you know, and they show up for your videos or your lives and whatnot. You attend their, come on, you attend this event and, you know, kind of support everything they do. And that is not a bad thing. And plus, with the amount of content creators on Facebook now or on Instagram, you don't, I mean, at least I don't, and I know other people say the same, you can't follow everybody and watch everything they do. You can't. Unless you're sitting on, for instance, YouTube 24 hours a day, you can't. It's impossible. So at the end, you will choose who comes first. And it doesn't mean that there is something wrong with other people. You just find the people that, suit you the best. So yes, there are cliques. There are these little friendship groups. And that is okay. I mean, we will defend each other in those little groups. It isn't any different than in real life. I don't mind most people, but I have my friendship circle, and if you say or do anything to, to hurt them or whatever, I will kick your behind, because that is my friend. It is really not that different. And I learned that this year because I wanted to be there for everybody. I wanted to watch all the videos, all the whatever not, and I can't. I mean, I have other things that I want to do besides watching YouTube or being on Instagram all the time. I have things that I want to see or hear or, listen to. I like music, and how can I listen to music if I have to watch these 5 videos, that is an hour long, That way my entire evening is spent on that, and oh my god, I did not get to see this movie or this series that I really wanted to. So yeah, that is a lesson learned. And I'm still trying to not feel bad or guilty that I can't watch everything, because I'm a people pleaser. I wanna make everybody happy, and I feel like, oh no, I didn't get to watch so and so. I'm sorry, did you just see my big fat head? I don't want to make them feel bad because now they know that I haven't watched, and I'm like, how would they know? How would they know that I didn't watch their whip and chat or their unboxing or whatever? Because that is one of the persons that I don't necessarily always comment on, So, yes, that is my biggest lesson learned. I'm sure there are other things that I've learned throughout the year. Again, not expect too much of your diamond paintings is absolutely one of them. But it's okay. And I will probably keep learning, and I will probably keep failing at life and whatnot. But you know what? That is a part of being human. So yeah, my square is finished. Yay. Just need to check that they're all pressed down. They are. And let's squeeze. Okay. So yeah, that is... Oh, and then in crafting, in general... Oh, sorry, I had to stretch. It says crafting, so I'm also going to talk about knitting. So the lesson that I have learned from my knitting this year is I need to take more time to knit. For some reason, I have just been diamond painting my little heart out. And I do have a lot of yarn, and I do need to knit more because I want to knit stuff for kids, for Rosa and other friends' children. And when I just diamond paint all the time, I don't get any knitting done. So that is another lesson learned. I need to take time out to knit. So yeah, that is question number 7. Question number 8, the last one. What is one thing you're looking forward to in 2025 regarding diamond painting. I am looking forward to my event in January and February. It is probably gonna be called Mia's Wizards 2025. I have a voting going on in my YouTube, no, my Facebook group that is linked down below. So please join it and pick the one that you like in the voting that is going on in there at the moment. I would love if you would join. So yeah, that is what I'm looking forward to. And then I'm looking forward to the diamond paintings that I'm going to do. I don't really have a plan as of yet. I have some things that I would love to do this. But again, I have to admit that I am doing ginormous diamond paintings. So, I mean, look at this one, right? So it takes time, and I can't finish 10 diamond paintings in a year. I have to admit that. So, but I want to finish this one, and I will put this one away by the end of December so that I can do my wizard that I'm going to work on in January and February. And then this one will return for summer with the masters. But I also have a dream of doing that reading tree that was my first purchase from Diamond Art Club. And I also would like to maybe work on on one of my mystery kits, just because I have a bunch of them and I haven't worked on one yet. so maybe I should. So yeah, that is more than one thing, but again, I can't choose. So yeah. But yes, let's see. Oh, I just realized that number 3 was more than just a diamond painting shop. So maybe I should go back to question number 3, the diamond painting shop, because I only took the shop that is selling the kits. I do love my Bella de Nicole Trace, so go check her out or them out. And I love, the pens that I've been purchasing this year is from North Alchemist. I purchased, or was this year? No, that was last year, wasn't it? But these are my favorite pens. We have the Leopard Leatherworks, Enablers Outpost, and North Alchemist. These are my favorite pens, so yeah. So yeah, and I do, when it comes to storage, I do prefer, and I only use my Elizabeth Ward containers. So yeah. Is that it? Did I answer everything now? Yes, I did. Okay. So I will tag a few creators, but in reality, every one of you can, answer these either down below. If you're not a content creator, you can answer them on Instagram. Just use the hashtag BestOf24DP. I will have that hashtag in the video. So please use that in your video or on Instagram or down below. Just use the hashtag. But the content creators that I would love to tag is, first off, Diamonds and Doxies, Leanne, because I would love to hear her answers. I will also love to hear from Diamonds for diamonds for. Is it diamonds for Linda? Linda for diamonds? Oh my God. I'm horrible. I'm horrible. Diamonds for Linda. Yes, sorry. They will be tagged down below. Then I would love to hear from Adam, Sparkly Diamonds, and Angel over at Angel Lee Diamonds. Right? Angel. I am horrible. Why can't I remember the names of these? No, Angel Lee Rose. Oh my God. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, those are the ones that I would love if you would answer these questions, these tag questions. So please, 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 go follow them if you don't already. Answer the tag questions. Everybody can do it. If you're watching my video and you are a content creator, either here on Facebook or on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I am encouraging you to answer these questions. Yes, please do. Best of 24 DP. And yeah, do the hashtag Anthony wanna see all the questions, all the answers to the questions. So yes, please do. And I hope you will give my video a thumbs up, or that you will subscribe if you like this video and don't mind all the word babble that comes out of my mouth. So yeah, and next to the subscribe button right down there is a bell. If you ding that and choose all, you will be notified whenever I put up a new video. And I would love it if you would share my videos with your friends and families that you think might like my content. So yeah, I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. And yeah, bye, everybody. Bye. Love you. Take care. Bye.